Good morning. Welcome to our new live time of Monday morning.
Right.
Approximately 9:30. We're only 2 minutes late.
9:32. We're pretty good.
Go us.
For Monday morning.
It's Monday. It is also our kids' first day of school. And so we did that fun this morning. And
My sixth grader may have woken up at 3 o'clock.
my sixth grader was up at 6 and like knocking on my door at 6:30 to say, I'm ready for school. And I'm like, that's nice.
I got up to use the bathroom and Gideon was standing in the dark kitchen with his backpack on
Oh my gosh.
at 3:30 this morning.
3:30 in the morning.
And
That
I was
sounds
like, go to bed.
horrifying.
He's like, I can't sleep. And I'm like, lay on the couch and watch TV then. But get off your feet. Like, rest.
It's going to be a rough afternoon.
Yeah, right. It's going to be great. Anyway, we're not
that's
talking
okay.
about school today. We're going to talk about...
But our kids are back in school, so that means it's fall.
Right.
Or I think it means it's fall.
It's definitely officially fall.
Officially.
Mhm.
So let's talk about wool. And we want to show off 2 new patterns from our favorite Debbie Busby.
Right?
And Jen made one of them real fast.
I made that one this weekend.
And he says Happy Harvest. Sorry, selfie mode, so it's backwards. But how cute. With his little 3D. I love
Got a
him.
leaf. And
So
then
cute.
Debbie brought us this sample. This is Debbie's. She's letting us borrow him. This is Farmer Brown. Look, the seed packet. It comes out. He's so
They're
cute.
so cute. So these are just like the snowmen
And the Santa Claus, the Father Christmas
that we've had
she's done in the past. We have the patterns. They're right here.
We always have the patterns because they're fabulous.
But these are the new fall ones
These are
that
her
she
new
just came
additions.
out with. And the patterns are here
and because
in the shop. Ready to go.
her handy delivery person hand delivers to us.
Right.
We have lots of them. And Jen is gonna schedule
I'm scheduling a class, and you can make either guy.
Farmer Brown or our what's he called?
Scarecrow?
Happy Harvest Scarecrow. And we have ordered the wool, so we have kits
There will be kits ready
in the works.
by the time we have the class. So
Yeah.
I'll have kits by class time. And you won't have to have done it before class.
No,
So-
this is a wool class, so you do the work in class.
It will be 2 separate classes. One where we talk about cutting out the pieces, putting it together,
the applique.
doing the applique and the stitching. And then the second class will be making this cute little
turning
three-dimensional
it into a
guy
from a flat
that
object
stands up.
into a 3-dimensional object.
They're so cute. I'm
So
kind of
cute.
like, I might need to make another one just because my
This
feeling
one's
is
living here. It's
this
never
one is
going
gonna
away.
live here forever. And I love him. He's
I
so
know, he's gonna go right here. But speaking of wool, where's your snowman? Patchwork.
He's over there with the fabric.
I'll be right back. She's gonna keep.
So I've been doing a bit of wool work lately because I like handwork and it's fun. But we have another really fun wool project that we have kitted. It's in 2 different areas in the shop. One, it's over here by the wool, and then it's also over by the fabric line that it goes with.
So this is from Primitive Gatherings. This is her new Snowman Gatherings fabric line. But she did this mini right here with the cute little snowman in it.
So it is, I'm going to show you how complicated this kit is. It's a mini charm, your snowman wool, there's some gray wool in there for his scarf, and then the binding and background, as well as the pattern.
That's it. And you can make this guy. And this is a good intro to wool if you're new at it.
Right.
Because it's just a little bit of embroidery. And
Just a little bit of applique, not a lot,
yeah,
not overwhelming.
it's not quite as much as the snowman, the three-dimensional snowman
three-dimensional guy.
that we don't have.
No.
Jen, I'll-
But this is like, I made this little guy a while ago. But this is like those, but it's a littler one.
it's a
Also
snowman.
from Debbie Busby. There were supposed to be words on here, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to. But that's my little sheepy. He's adorable. She's adorable.
Anyway, so we are working on adding to our wool repertoire and wool classes. Jen went, seriously, she did quite a few wool things.
I'm having fun with wool. This
There's a
one's cute too.
pillow. And, they'll go with her little farmhouse thing that she has going on.
I might pick out patterns when we go to market and stuff because this fits my lifestyle.
It does. Not as much mine, but definitely hers. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little more my jam. I'm going to show you also my favorite book to teach how to do wool.
Was out of print.
Was out of print because Martingale went out. But it's been republished with a spiral binding.
Yay!
So it's back in stock, back available.
It's
makes
called
me
Wool,
super
Needle,
happy.
and Thread.
Wool, Needle, and Thread. I'm in
It's from
selfie
Primitive
mode.
Gatherings.
But it's from Lisa Bonjean at Primitive Gatherings.
This lady.
And I love it because she gives so many really good instructions.
And there's so many
the
visuals.
Stitches. Here's like 9 pictures for how to do this stitch. And it's just a blanket stitch around the outside, but she's showing you how to bury your needle in there and how to hold it. So I was really sad when this was out of print, and so I'm super happy that it's back.
Really happy that it's back in print.
Because I think it's such a good resource.
Yeah. And in the meantime, we've been working on adding to our wool collection here at the
Yes.
shop. We're trying to, it's so hard to know what to buy and what to bring in our limited space.
Let me show you, because when you start with wool,
But we love
it
wool
can get
charms.
kind of expensive.
Wool's
But
expensive.
wool charms are awesome.
Because you're usually only using small pieces.
Right. I was talking with another one of our customers in the shop about wool on Friday night. And we were saying how with fabric, a lot of times, we don't necessarily keep the tiny scraps. With wool, it's like, oh, it's the size of a quarter. I could use that. And it goes back in the scrap bucket.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we are using really small pieces, but I need several colors. But the
also
charms are awesome.
love
These are great. It gives me 6 different shades of blue in one package. We also have a smaller version of those. So
Yeah,
like
they're
this up
here.
here. It's a merino wool. It is dyed. So here I have 6 different purples in one package. And then we also have fat 8s and fat quarters.
Solid. These are all solid.
Yeah, these are solid. So I have a whole bunch of solid fat 8s. I have more printed fat quarters. I've
They're
ordered.
not printed. They're actually
Well,
woven.
they're woven. But I mean,
But don't be
not
shocked when you
solid,
see that a wool fat quarter is $30.
because it is.
But
But we are also.
that's why you almost never. We don't carry a ton of fat quarters because
I
you
usually
rarely need something that
cut
big.
them up. So
Like,
and
when we
that
make our
is
kits, we cut them from fat quarters.
that is why for our scarecrow and our farmer, we will be making kits. That's also why, like with this one, my one wool fat quarter, he made 20 snowmen.
So yeah, we took the one $30 fat quarter and cut it up into 20
Made 20
different
snowmen.
kits for you guys.
So
to
they're
make it
awesome.
cheaper
I
and
still
easier.
buy like some of them. If I'm doing several Christmas projects, I'll get like a big red fat
Nice.
quarter because I'm gonna use that thing. But for the most part, I don't buy large amounts unless it's gonna be a big background or something. Rarely do I stitch wool onto wool.
So the only
So with a little wall hanging Liz has there, we stitch that onto cotton. I'm gonna grab this guy right here. Sarita made this. This is in the Wool, Needle, and Thread book. This is stitched onto flannel. Works great. This one, we do stitch it onto the wool, onto the black wool, but luckily, solid black wool is not as expensive.
so
we're able to get that by the yard.
We sell in wool is a white, a black, and
Kind of it.
camel.
Camel.
Color. By the way, white wool is cream.
Yes.
There is no such thing.
You know why? Because there are no white sheep.
No. A bleached sheep is cream.
They don't exist. Like, my fancy registered sheep are registered as off-white.
And that's what color they are.
Because,
So if you're looking for white wool for a snowman and all you can find is cream, don't be disappointed. That cream is going to look very white when you put it on black and red.
right.
But white's not.
Yeah, I mean,
does
you
make
can
sense.
get, people will bleach the wool and get it whiter, but you're not going to get like that bright white.
The super
And that's
white.
fine because that's the nature of
But
the
it's
material.
supposed to be kind of a vintage look anyway. So yeah,
Right,
I
then
have
you
had, that's just one question I've had
Yeah,
often.
we get that a lot.
Is how come there's no white wool? And it's like, well, have you met a sheep?
Right, if you'd like to. Well, we had a sheep here for a while.
Yeah.
And he
now-
was even new. Clean wool. Hadn't been outside. Well, he wasn't clean the day he was born. He was orange.
Yeah, but still, he's definitely Yeah.
He got bathed,
Not solid white.
not white.
Anyway, but that's what we've got going on in the world of wool. Fun new projects. So keep an eye out. I promise to try and do a newsletter soon with updated wool classes.
But we'll get the wool classes online. I'll get that on today. And
Debbie's new patterns are in stock here.
they are. They're here, ready to go. Super cute. Honestly, like, I got mine. I think I had to buy 2 pieces. The rest of it I was able to pull from stash because they aren't huge pieces, which is awesome.
I think.
So even like I
think you needed an orange.
Yeah, I needed the orange for the leaves. Everything I had at home was really bright orange, and I needed something softer, so I actually went with one that's called Rust. But that and his face was what I had to pull from the shop.
Which is a solid.
It's the parchment, which I need to tell Sarita we need more of.
Yep. Anyway,
For kids.
we're going to get back to work.
Or I'm going to order wool, actually.
We're
That's
gonna-
what I'm going to do.
yeah,
I'm going to
work
bring
on-
the swatch book upstairs and show Sarita.
And order some wool
She
while we have our
ordered some,
meetings.
but we need to order more.
Because now Monday is meeting day.
Yeah. But my kids are in school. I should probably take my phone off
I
silent.
know, I'm afraid of my phone ringing.
Oh, it's going to be okay.
We already forgot running shoes. So, yeah.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. My son
Everything.
that was up at 3 o'clock this morning, he's going to be fine
It'll be great.
at middle school.
In middle school for the first time.
No phone calls yet. That means we made through like 2 periods.
Yay!
It's going to be great. It's going to be
Okay.
great. All right,
We're gonna get
everybody,
back to work.
have a great Monday, and we'll see you later.
Bye.